when a circle is divided into two equal parts by a diameter, we have half of a circle, meaning that the upper part is half of a circle, the upper part is also half of a circle. This is also known as semicircle. So for the purpose of writing, so when a circle is divided into two equal parts, we have semicircle. So what divides a circle into two equal parts? Diameter. So let's take another one. When a circle is divided into two unequal parts, what divides circle into two unequal parts? Yes, it is a chord. Let us see it. So can you see the second line down? This line is called a chord. Chord is C-H-O-R-D. A chord. A chord is a line that divides a circle into two unequal parts, such that we have a part of the circle bigger than the other part. So a chord is a line. It does not pass the center of the circle, does not pass through the center of the circle. So that tells that it cannot divide the circle into two equal parts, but unequal. So a chord is a line that divides a circle into two unequal parts. Now, what do we have? Just like we have semicircle, when a diameter divides a circle into two equal parts, we also have parts of the circle when a chord divide a circle into two unequal parts. So when a chord divides a circle into two unequal parts, we have segments. We have segment, major segments. Why the smaller part is called minor segments. So when a circle is divided into two unequal parts, we have segments. The bigger part is major segment, while the smaller part is called minor segments. Now, what else do we need to learn? We need to learn a line that is drawn from the center of the circle to any point of the circumference of the circle. What do we call this line? So let us get the line from the center of the circle, and the line is drawn from the center of the circle to any point of the circumference, anywhere. It could be anywhere of the circumference. This line is called radius. It's called what? Radius. So radius is a line drawn from the fixed point, in the center of the circle, to any point of the circumference of the circle, Remember, what is the circumference of a circle? Circumference of a circle is the length of the round line that makes up a circle. It is also known as the perimeter of the circle, the circumference of the circle. So this line, at any point that a line is drawn from the center of the circle to any point of the circumference, that line is called the radius. So radius is a line drawn from any point of the circumference to the center of the circle. And remember that circumference is the length of the round line that makes up a circle. It is also known as the perimeter of the circle. So how do we get to know the length of the line that makes up a circle? It is given by 2 multiplied by pi and the radius. So the length of the radius multiplied by pi multiplied by 2 gives us the circumference, the length of the round line that makes up a circle. What is it? So circumference is the length of the round line that makes up a circle, and it's also known as the perimeter of the circle. So having known this, let us move to the last thing we're going to talk about here. When we have 2 radii, what do I mean by 2 radii? 2 radius. Are you getting it now? But when it becomes 2, we call it radii. So when 2 radii, you can look at this. You can see this line, and then this other line. You see, 2 radii make 1 diameter. 2 radii, because if I should draw another radius from this point down to this point, we are going to have another radius, and that makes it 2 radii. So you can see that there is a radius from the center of the circle to this, and we can also take that from here down to this place is another radius, because that is half of the diameter, right? So from the center down to this place is another radius. So this part and this part and this part of the circumference give us a particular part of the circle. So this particular part of the circle now is bounded by 2 radii, 1, 2, and an arc part of the circumference. So a part of a circle bounded by 2 radii, 1, 2, and an arc is called a sector, because this is 1. The other part will be displaced because it's also bounded by 2 radii and an arc, because this is still one radius, the second radius, and this bigger part of the circle is also an arc. So we have small part of the circle bounded by 2 radii and an arc, and we also have these larger parts of the circle still bounded by this same 2 radii and a bigger arc. Now, what do we call it? Now, part of a circle bounded by 2 radii and an arc is called a sector. So the smaller part of the circle, when this happens, is called the minor sector, while the bigger part is called the major sector. Is that clear? You see, in a circle, when 2 radii bound a place with an arc in a circle, we call that part sector. Now, depending on the size, whether it is minor or it is major. So looking at this diagram that we have on our whiteboard here, you can see that this part is the smaller part and it is the minor sector. Minor sector, remember, a sector is part of a circle bounded by 2 radii and an arc, while the bigger part is also a sector but a major sector bounded by 2 radii as well and and arc. So when a part of a circle is divided by 2 radii and an arc, we have a sector, and the larger part is called major sector, while the smaller part is called the minor sector. I believe you will enjoy this class, so watch out for the next class on the circle. Thank you. Bye bye. See you in the next class. Bye bye. See you in the next class.